my name is Diana, and today I'm going to be talking about my pretty books that I own. Now, there are some books that I own that are just regular books that I think are pretty, and then there are some special editions that I have, like some UK editions. So I'm going to be talking about a lot. But I own a lot of books, and I own a lot of books that I genuinely just think are pretty. But these are just ones that I wanted to highlight just because. And also, I realized that this pile of books, I have 4 pile of books. I don't know how many I'm going to be talking about. I don't know how I'm going to even separate these because I'm such a limited space. But I just want to talk about my special editions because I really love my books, obviously, and because of how my room is set up, and I don't have all of my books displayed how I want to. In my dream world, I would have black bookshelves or brown bookshelves, and it would be a bunch of big ones all lined up like a library. You know, that is my dream, but right now I cannot live that dream. So my books are double stacked. They have to be hidden. They have to be kept away because my cat, she knows how much I love my books, and so when she wants to get my attention, she scratches on them, and so I have to keep them hidden. There are a lot of, I just love my books so much, and I just don't get to see all of them all the time. So I'm just gonna talk about highlight some books that I own. So like I said, there are a lot of books that I own that are special editions, not normal editions. I literally go out of my way to get the kind of books that I want to get. If it takes a while that I have to sit and wait for them, then I'll wait. But yeah, let's just get into some of the books. So the first book I want to talk about is Never Let Me Go. I read this book last year. It was 5 stars, I believe. I absolutely loved it. It is a dystopian book about these kids who go to this school, and it's a very weird school, and they eventually have to leave this school and they're put out to the real world, and then you see what they were in school for. It was very cool and interesting to read about, and I just absolutely love this story. Next, I have The Assassin's Apprentice. I also own this book and a similar cover. So this is the 3rd book in the series, and this is Royal Assassin. So this is I don't know if this is the UK edition. I got it off Book Depository. So I own 2 of these books in the special editions, or not the normal editions, because I think that they're ugly. I am so sorry, but I did not want them, so I do not own them. I own the prettier editions. I mostly read these books on audiobook anyways, but this is the illustrated edition. It is so pretty. The artwork is absolutely beautiful. I own the first 2 books. So I own this one and the second one. I don't own the 3rd one. Next, I have 2 editions of the same book. So I have 2 editions of Name of the Wind. I actually bought these both before I owned them, I believe. Yeah, I bought these both before I read them. I actually end up loving this story. It is 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked this book. Is about a journey, and a person going on a journey, and they end up going to this magical school for the first book. I don't own the second one just because they leave the magical school at the end of the first book, and I love the magical school aspect. That's what makes me love the story so much, and I'm just scared that if I read the second one, I won't love it as much because the element that I did love about the book is not there, and then also because the author's taking forever to come out with the 3rd book. So you know, but I love the first book. I treat it as a standalone, obviously, because I didn't read the second one. So they have pictures like these all throughout the book, and I absolutely love this book. I gave it 4 stars, and I'm glad that I bought 2 copies of it. I can't remember if I read this book first. I can't remember if I bought 2 of the same book first and then read it, or if I read it and then bought the second one. I do remember owning this one. I got this one off of UK Amazon. I shop on there very religiously, honestly. I just ate my funny bone. Oh my god. There's nothing funny about that. So yeah, this one is very beautiful. It has red edges. Oh man, I forgot to look under the dust jacket. Yeah. Hopefully I don't hit my funny bone again. So next we have some paperbacks, mostly romance books. I really don't know what's in this pile, even though I'll put it there. I have a lot of romances. I like romance covers. I like illustrated covers. I also don't mind. I love men on covers. I know it's unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't like men on covers, and I'm like, ew, I don't want to read men on covers in public. Personally, I don't feel embarrassment, I don't feel shame. So it's like, what are you gonna do, judge me? I feel like we should objectify men the way that men objectify women. So let's continue men on covers. I do love cartoon covers, but these are just like special editions of romances that I have. I don't really buy special editions that much. I do have a special edition. It's usually one that is like from like, it's like a UK cover, or I mean, I bought like 2 special edition boxes like my entire life, mainly because I have to absolutely love the series. Or yeah, I don't like buying books if I have not read them yet. Like, I just don't feel comfortable buying, even if I know I'm gonna like it, I don't feel comfortable buying a box set if I have not read it yet. So that's why I don't own a lot of special editions, which sucks because after I read it, then I'm like, oh, I want the special edition, but I'm not like crying in my room about it about at night. It's not like that serious. Like, you know what, it never was that serious. Yeah, so I have Kiss the Sky. I love, and this is the Calloway sisters. I don't own the Addicted ones because I don't care about them. Sorry, I do not care about Lily and Lo. I just don't give a damn. I own the first 2 books, and I do want the second 2 and the finale. I read all the books in the series, which, like, for reading romance, I'm really good at it, but y'all know, like, I did not like this series. Like, I did not like the Addicted to You series, and I don't like the way that the authors write. I don't like the fact that you don't get to see the characters fall in love from their own perspectives. You have to see them fall in love from Lily and Lo's perspective in the Addicted to You stories. That just absolutely irritates my soul so much because I love them, and I hate how the author does that. Like, she does that with Daisy and Reich, but I don't really care about them, so whatever. So yeah, I have the first 2 books, but I'm showing you this one because I love Rose and Connor. Oh, then I have the 75th anniversary of the Hobbit. I also own these all, and like the entire Lord of the Rings series. I own like all of these. I really love these. I haven't read the series yet because I'm scared I'm not gonna like it, but so that literally is collecting dust because it's at the top of my bookshelf because I don't have a lot of space for it. But someday I'm gonna get to it, and I wish that these were in hardcover because I love these, but I'm starting to become a paperback girl, so it's okay. But like, if these weren't hardcover, I wouldn't be mad. So then I have 2 romance books that aren't like special, they're just regular books, like they aren't UK or anything, and that is Sweet Hand and For Vacation Only. So this is by a specific author on Instagram. Her name is Lena Kaufman. I absolutely love the romance books that she designs, but I just love specifically the way that she draws black people, and I absolutely am obsessed with these covers. Like, the pink hair, the colorful hair that she draws on black women is like groundbreaking. Like, it's amazing. Like, the pink hair on her is absolutely stunning, and like, these are both books that like I read and I loved, and these are like really good for like summer. So then I have Paper Princess by Erin Watts, which is Kennedy, what the fuck is that bitch? The author who wrote the the Briar U series. That's not the name of the series. Oh my gosh, the Off Campus series. I mean, Briar U is a series, but the author who wrote the Off Campus series, this is her pen name. I love this book. I read like the first 2 books. I own the first 2. I love this series. This is about this girl who is, I hate when authors do this, but it's about this girl who's a stripper. I hate when authors make like white characters who are strippers. Like, obviously there's nothing wrong with being strippers, but I don't know, like, I hate when they make the white girls not even be a stripper, but like live the like poor girl life. I don't know, something about it that just like oh, she's a poor white girl, you know. But yeah, she's a poor white girl, and one day this guy walks into her strip club, and he's like, I knew who your dad was, I own him, come live with me. She goes to live with her. All of the sons hate them, but they also fall in love with her. I love the Wattpad trope back in the day where the girl lived with a bunch of guys, and we need to bring that trope back. I don't know what authors are doing, but we need to run that trope back, because the girl living with a group of guys ate every single time. And so this is what this book was. It's very problematic. Did I care? No, because it gave me what I've been wanting. Girl living with a bunch of guys. Like, it just serves. Okay, so then the last book in this pile finally is Terms and Conditions. I read this book. This is the second book in the series. I don't really know how I want to go about like buying books in series. Like, because a romance series, because a lot of the times I don't care about the other books, like the Calloway sisters. I don't really care about Daisy's books, but I bought them, and it's like, do I want to own a whole series even though I like certain books, or do I just want to read the books in that series? Because I did not like the first book in the series. I think that Lauren Asher is very corny. I hate the way that she writes guys. I don't think that she knows how to write guys from male perspectives. Like, I don't think she knows how to write male POVs. I hate the way that she makes them think. Like I said, she's very corny. A lot of the things that she says are corny. A lot of the things that she makes men say are corny. If a man had ever said the things that her men say in the books, I would absolutely punch him in the fucking throat. I absolutely despise her writing. But there's always one gem. Like, you know that meme that's like, you not that bitch or whatever, but you ate like that one little thing. Like, you ate that one little thing. That's how I feel about Lauren Asher and her series. Like, even in her F1 series, like, there's like one specific book in that series that she just ate down. Was it corny? Was it the worst writing I ever read? Absolutely. But I ate it. And it's the same thing with Terms and Conditions. Now, this was only a 4 stars. And it's only 4 stars because it's too long. I just feel like authors need to stop writing 400-page books and just stick to like 300. Like, it's absolutely no reason why your book should be this long. So I ended up getting bored by the end. But like, this is like the best book she has in the series. I'm not even going to try to read the last one because so many fans were disappointed by it. And that's why I just don't care. But I bought this one because I think that this cover is really pretty. It's also the black girl in the series. So it was just something that I wanted to buy. And I know you're probably like, why did you buy it? You don't even like the author. I like the cover and I like the characters. I don't love them. I'm not obsessed. But, you know, I get what the girls were talking about with this one. Then, I know I said I was only going to show you one specific book in the series. And then I pull out this whole series. Let's not even talk about that. But I have the Folk of the Air in this Fairy Loot edition, which Elliot Books was so kind to give me the first 2, and I absolutely love and appreciate her for that. And it was just like, she was just so kind. Like, she sent them, and then one of my subscribers named Sarah sent me this last book. She's like, hey, I noticed you had the first 2, do you want the last one? And of course I said yes, and I absolutely, and these are like the only ones I love. I don't know what it is about the Cruel Prince, but I think that they get done dirty when it comes to their special editions. Like, I like love these, obviously. I just feel like, I don't know what it is about companies and their special editions for the Cruel Prince. Like, do they secretly hate the series? Because they are the ugliest things I've ever seen. These are like the only pretty ones in the series, and I absolutely love them. Like, so stunning. It has like art, it has a signed book plates. I somehow always get books that are signed even though I never, oh, this one doesn't. I somehow always get books that are signed even though I've never like seen the author in person a day in my life. Like, I have a lot of signed books that I don't know about. Yeah, this one is signed, and then I can't remember if I did that or if she did that, but Sarah, who sent me this, put a note in here. So, and then it also came with a bookmark that I won't use because I don't like using special bookmarks, and I don't like using bookmarks, period. So then I have from Blood and Ash, which this one isn't really special. It's just in a hardcover. And one thing you need to know about me is if I can find something in hardcover, I'm going to get it in hardcover. Okay, I will search to the depths of hell to find something in hardcover just so I can own it. And like, I like paperbacks. I used to be a paperback anti, but paperbacks have grown on me. I love paperback girlies. I love seeing people who only own paperbacks in their bookshelves, and I love when they're organized by height. It is so aesthetically pleasing. I love bookshelves that are organized by height, period, as we can see from my own bookshelves. But the paperbacks, they just eat down, and I get it. But for me personally, for my own library, I will hunt down a book in a hardcover, and if I can't find it, it'll, you know, go on my paperback. This is not my paperback shelf, but it's where all the paperbacks go. Yeah, so I'll put them there, but I will find a hardcover. So yeah, there's nothing special about this. It's literally, I'm pretty sure Jennifer Archild just printed this out herself. Like, it literally is printed on like this random ass hardcover. But yeah, the most recent one has like art in it. I own that one. It has like art, it has like something on a dust jacket, it has like a normal dust jacket. Like, yeah, I'm very appreciative that Jennifer Archild did this because I'm a hardback girly down. And then I also have this that I ordered. This is like one of the very few few books special editions that I ordered, like that I ordered. So this one has like the most beautiful hardcover. It's nothing under the dust jacket. And then it also like came with a bunch of stuff in the box. Like it came with a dagger, it came with some art. Will I be buying the rest of these? Absolutely not. Even though I love the other books, I'm so sorry, I don't care enough. And then the other ones, like the ones that were, I just don't care that much. Like I love the series down. Well, the first book, I love the first book down. Is it writing good? No. But will I be buying the rest of these? Also no. I am good with just the first one. Also, the series is so long. I'm not like, I do support Jennifer Armentrout, but I'm not a stan. I don't need a Jennifer Armentrout shelf. So yeah. And then the next books are very tragic, but these are my Stephen King. What the fuck are these called? I don't even remember what these editions are called. I think these are Halloween editions. I don't remember. But these are my Stephen Kings, and like I said earlier, so I used to have a bunch of books by my door, and they were just like stacked up by my door, and I would just stack them up that way because I don't have enough room on my bookshelves, as we can see. And so my cat, like I said, likes to scratch on my books to get my attention. Like, I don't know why she does it. She just likes it. I mean, I guess because she doesn't have a scratch and post. Well, she has one, but she doesn't like it, I guess. So she decided she wants to scratch and post my books. I'm not upset about it or anything, because I can just buy new books. Like, it's not that serious, and they're not like that special. So yeah, it's really not that serious. So it's not something I'm mad about. I'm a sad, but it's not, I don't like care, honestly. So I have Rose Matter. Also, I own these books in like 3 other editions. So, and half of these books I haven't even read. I own these books in like 3, like I think I own every one of these books in like 3 other editions. So it really does not matter to me. The Shining, which is so pretty. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gorham, which I don't even care about this one all that much. And Misery. Yeah. So then I also have, and this one is just me just being a sick and twisted person, I'm not gonna lie, but I was lucky enough to find The Diviners. I think this was like $20 or something on Amazon. This is the original copy. I do not care about this book. I do not love this book. I don't hate this book. I just don't have any feelings for it. Also, there's supposed to be a exclusive newspaper inside, but they took that book. Didn't want the book. Okay. So yeah, I only own this simply because I know how hard it is to find. And I also know that if I wait long enough, I can probably sell it on Depop for a good amount. And I'm not talking like I'm about to be selling it for like $900, like anything above $100, it'd be like 80. But I know that if I wait long enough, I can sell it. But that's also not why I'm keeping it. I just don't want to. I'm not the kind of person who wants to own things because other people don't have it. But also it does make me feel good knowing that other people want it and I have it. I'm a sick and twisted person. I am so sorry. So this one, okay. So then I have My Best Friend's Exorcism, and this one isn't really special. Obviously, I just love this one because I know the paperback is like a VHS, which I believe I own that one as well. The paperback is like a VHS, and I love that. Like, I wish that this one was like the rest of his others, like a very specific, like a very specific hardback. So I really like that this one is like a yearbook, and that's why I got this one specifically, because I know that the other one is like a VHS and I think that's cool, but this one is cooler because it's also signed as like from people, as if it was also a yearbook. And I do want to take the time to read it and see like if I can find any of these characters in the book, or it just reminds me of Horror Store, which like I loved. But yeah, it has like yearbook pictures in here. Sorry, I'm not on this right. Yeah, it has like yearbook pictures in here, and I just think that it's so fun and cool. So I love multimedia books, and even though this isn't technically multimedia, it's still very fun. And then I have the Prison Healer, which I did not buy myself. So I read the Prison Healer. I I did buy the second book myself. So I read The Prison Healer and I did not think I was gonna like it at all, but I ended up really enjoying it. So I searched through the depths of hell to find this special edition because I just had to have it because I really enjoyed the first book. I have not read the second book because I am scared that like it was just a fluke, because I don't know, you know, guys know how I feel about YA. I don't like hate it, but I just like, I've been having so many duds with it, and so I'm scared to read YA. So I'm scared to read the second book because I just feel like it's gonna be like a fluke and like I didn't really love this. But I was obsessed with this. Like I love this. So yeah, Melissa actually sent it to me, and it was actually for it was actually for a decent price, because one thing about it was I was not buying this book for $80. That's what I wasn't gonna do. So it was actually very affordable, and I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, it has like under the dust jacket, which love, right? Well, you can't really see that. Love, right? So why the hell does the hardcover of the book like make him look blonde? I was so confused when I opened the book and I was like, who is this brunette man? Apparently he's supposed to be blonde. I mean, I guess how do you make someone blonde on a hardcover? I don't know, that's the author's fault for writing a blonde character. But yeah, and it also has like this stencil side. So yeah, and like I said, I bought the second one, but I didn't buy the third one because I wasn't sure I was gonna like it. And one thing about me is I'm not gonna buy something which cannot be said the same for the next book. Also, I have a third edition of this book. I have the original hardcover, US hardcover, but I hate it. Like, it has like, I hate the gold foiling. It makes the book sit weird. Like the dust jacket like comes out a lot because the foiling on the edge. I hate it. And so this is I bought this myself. What book box is this? Oh, this is an Owl Crate book box. I wasn't expecting it to be so tiny, but I love it. I think it's so cute. I love daily education. I actually bought this before I read the book because I just knew I was gonna love it because it's dark academia. And I am very glad I was right. I very rarely do this, but I loved it. So very grateful that I ended up loving it, because that would have been very awkward. But also that's why I don't do that very often. And then I have Daily Education UK edition. So I bought these off of UK Amazon or Book Depository. You can also find UK editions on Book Depository. I just buy them off Amazon because in my mind I think that they'll come faster, even though they're literally coming from Book Depository. So guess what? They come around the same time. So yeah, this is the UK edition. I just love it. I love that it's taller. I prefer tall. I'm very particular about the things I don't like. I don't know. I'm a Virgo sun and moon. Hello. So the next book I have is Blood of an Exile, and I haven't read this one yet. I do own the second one but not the third one because I have a rule where I can't buy the third book unless I've read and I like the first one at least. Like I would love to have read both of them, but at least read and like the first one. Also, the third one was not out when I was like buying these books anyway, so that happens with a lot of books that I own. But the original cover is atrocious, so that's why I bought this one, and obviously I had to get it in hardcover. So then I have Spinning Silver, which I have read Uprooted and I didn't like it, and I kept this one because I like Daily Education by Naomi Novik. Like, I know what her potential is, and I absolutely love this cover. Like, this is stunning, and so I feel like I am gonna like this. It's signed. Sorry, I have a lot of books that are signed and I'm not aware that they're signed, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I don't think this is a special edition. I think this is like a UK edition. I didn't order this like specially or anything like that. I think I got this off of Book Depository, but I know it's, even though it's in the sequel to Uprooted, it's in the same world, but it's not the same story, so that's why I felt comfortable with buying this one. I just think it's so beautiful. Like, but I'm scared to read it because I didn't like Uprooted. But I think it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna like this one like more. I hated Uprooted, like I hated it. And then I have this book called The Golem and the Genie, and the top is ripped. I don't really mind if my books are like not perfect or destroyed, and then like my cat does what she does best, which makes me sad, but I'm not like gonna die. But yeah, this came like this. I don't really mind though, because maybe I'll find like some double-sided tape and I'll like do like this, or I don't know, but I'm not like too sad about it. I think the cover is gorgeous, but I don't mind when my books have like rips and tears, like it's not the end of the world. And then also in my mind, I can always buy a new one. But I had to get this one because I remember a YouTuber talking about this one, and I hadn't heard many people talk about it. I think the cover is absolutely stunning, and especially the cover to the sequel. Daily Education tried to do like the gold rimming thing, but they just did like it was too thick. But this gold rimming is like so gorgeous. It, like frames the book well. Like they knew what they were doing when they made this cover, and it's just so stunning. Like so stunning. So is the sequel. I have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is the UK edition. I do not own the US edition. I don't know if the US edition has this, but under the dust jacket is like this compass, and then on the side is a snake spine. I think the US edition has it. I don't know. But even though the US edition isn't that different from the UK, I love the snake. I love how the snake is colorful and the rest of the book is black. I do want the US cover because I want more editions of this book. But also, if you want to see a video of me talking about books that I own multiples of, I definitely can do a video on that. Then I own She Who Became the Sun. This is a UK edition. I am absolutely obsessed. It's very similar to like one of the book boxes, but I just love this cover so much. I'm going to be starting this book hopefully soon after I get out of my Star Wars era. And then the sequel to this book is absolutely stunning. It's also UK, so I will be ordering that Book Depository as soon as I can. I have Empire of Silence. The covers to this series is so stunning. So this book, I don't know if it's available on Amazon, but the hardcovers, I think the hardcovers and the paperbacks are different from each other, but I want to show this one because it's not like special or anything. I think it's very pretty. Like for a sci-fi, like this cover eats, and like so does the, like I have to show you the rest of them. Like I've only read the first one, and I thought that the first one was good. I thought it was 3-star, but I like literally am obsessed. Like, look at this. Like, this is gorgeous. Also this one, and then the last slash most recent one is also very beautiful. But I'm putting this on the list because last time I checked, it was really hard to find this book. I found this book on Amazon, the used section. I shop on there very frequently. The used section for I think $20, which was fine by me because you cannot find this book for anything like cheaper than $40. Like, this book was so hard to find. That's also why I bought the entire series, because the hardcovers are very hard to find. So that's also why I bought them. But I felt more comfortable buying more books in the series because I had read this one and I do like it, and I do see potential in liking the rest of the books and like the characters and things like that. And then I have Dune. Now I have like 3 copies of Dune. But this one is my favorite. I love this. I love Dune. I read it last year to prepare for the movie. I remember being so scared. I thought I was gonna hate it. I thought that like I wasn't gonna understand it. I thought it was gonna be too complex, but it actually wasn't. And also the very funny thing is that I'm watching Star Wars, like I said, and Star Wars completely ripped off Dune. So it's also very funny because it's also like I never watched Star Wars because I thought it would be too hard to understand. But after I realized it ripped off Dune, I was like, it's actually it's easier to watch Star Wars after reading Dune. Anyways, so it has blueberry edges. It has like artwork on the inside. It has artwork on the inside of the dust jacket. It has "Fear is the mind killer," which is like the quote. It's like the "May the Force be with you." It's not like the same thing, but you know how they say "May the Force be with you" like all the time. "Fear is the mind killer" is like "May the Force be with you" is like more of a like bless you. "Fear is the mind killer," I mean, you get it, but it's said the same. It's like said in the same amount of like ways. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And then the spine, it's just like, it's just beautiful. It is just so beautiful. Like, if you want to read Dune, I highly suggest listening to the audiobook. It is like fully casted. I will say you want to read along with it because they don't do like a blah blah he said. Like, it'll literally be the characters talking and like saying and doing the actions, which I loved about the audiobook. But it's no like blah 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 he said. Like the character is gonna say it and then the next character is gonna respond, and like if somebody sighs and the character, like you get what I'm saying. Okay, and now on to my last stack. Okay, so I have Acts of Desperation. This cover is absolutely stunning. I loved it. I literally was on Book Depository and I was like, I need to own this book. Like, I need to own this book right now. So I obviously bought it. The US edition is not that girl. She's not as cute as this one. She's not as fun. But I just really love the cover. I love the apple. I love the black and white. I think the US one is like just black and white and like some girl on it. But the apple and like the pinks and like the they ate with this book. They ate with this book. And then I have Ghost by Dolly Alderton. Now I got this one off of thrift books because I use thrift books a lot, but one thing I can say is the cover has water damage, but I don't care. I do hate that the cover is like paper-ish. Like I could rip this bitch in half like very easily. Yeah, this book has multiple different like covers. Like there's like I think a pink one, there's I think a yellow one, like there's multiple different colors. I specifically wanted a hardcover because I'm a hardcover girl. Then I have, oh my gosh, this one literally has, is that a spider, bitch? I'm pretty sure that's a dead fucking spider. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a dead spider. I'm so freaked out by spiders, I'm literally gonna. But yeah, so this one is like the newer Shadow and Bone editions. I really love these. A subscriber bought these for me a long time ago. She bought me the box set, which I'm so grateful of, and she bought it in hardcover. I did not know these had even came in hardcovers, but she knew me so well. She knew how I felt about like hardcovers, so she bought me the hardcover of this box set, and I am so forever grateful. I don't think she's a part of the booktube community anymore, which like makes me very sad because she was such a sweet girl, and I am so grateful for this. And I'm so happy to have it like in hardcover because like I said at the time, I did not know these were in hardcover. So yeah, I'm gonna put this book back. Okay, and then I have Warbreaker. I actually have Mistborn. I have the entire Mistborn trilogy, and then I also have the second era, the first book in the second era, because I didn't know if I was gonna like it. And then I also have Elantris. I have like a whole like white bookshelf where it's like all of my like white UK editions of like basically Brandon Sanderson and Robin Hobb. Yeah, I have Warbreaker. I absolutely love this cover. I have, you know, my Robin Hobb Ship of Magic. So these are like more like white, like more like tan, but they fit better on my white bookshelf. Whereas this one, like it's just too tan, so I had to keep the series separated, which like makes me so sad. But I had to keep them separated because it just, one, it doesn't fit on the shelf, and two, it doesn't fit the aesthetic. So very sad. But also I'm not like obsessed with the Assassin's Apprentice stories. Like I don't hate them, but I love Ship of Magic, even though I didn't finish it yet. I'm supposed to. I also own the Dragon series, and then I own two short stories. And then lastly, I own the Mistborn books in this edition, the Final Empire. I absolutely love this edition. I love these covers. I got these used, so I think this one, I would pull the other ones out, but I cannot because they are falling apart. I bought these used, so unfortunately, but yeah, I can't pull the other ones out because they are used and they are so beat up and old. Like the dust jacket looks amazing, but the book itself falling apart, can barely hold together. The spine is falling off. Like also these books are humongous, so I feel like that also adds to it. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know like what cover you find, you know, the most pretty. Also comment if you want me to do a video on like books I own multiple editions of, because there are many. And I'll see you guys in my next video.